मॉर्निंग स्टुडंट्स. विद्यार्थी मित्रो, ज्या प्रकारच्या मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिझमने सर्व जगामध्ये गेले वर्षभर थैमान घातलेलं आहे, त्या प्रकारच्या ऑर्गॅनिझमच्या संबंधित आपल्या सिलेबसला सेमिस्टर 1 बॉटनी पेपर बायोडायव्हर्सिटी ऑफ मायक्रोब्स, आल्गे अँड फंजी आहे. यामध्ये असणाऱ्या युनिट 1 मायक्रोब्स मध्ये समाविष्ट असणाऱ्या ऑर्गॅनिझमचा अभ्यास आपण आज या ठिकाणी करणार आहोत. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, द फर्स्ट पार्ट इन दिस युनिट, viruses, is the discovery and general characters of viruses. Now firstly, what is meant by viruses? Now viruses are nothing but these are the microorganisms which are not grown separately without using the host cells. They always require the living host. It may be plants, it may be animal, or any kind of organisms. That is the requirement of growth of these microorganisms. Now, firstly, the definition of viruses, or what are viruses? Viruses are small, tiny, ultra microscopic or submicroscopic organism or nucleoprotein particles which reproduce only inside the living host, or that living host may be plant or animal or other organisms. These are the ultra microscopic organisms grown inside the plant or animal or other organisms. Now, how such a type of organisms are discovered? Now, for that, there are a number of virologists work on different experiments, and then they term the term that is virus. Now, firstly, in 1986, Adolf Meyer first reported and described the tobacco mosaic disease from Holland. Then, in 1892, Russian botanist Dmitry Avansky demonstrated that cause of tobacco mosaic disease was found in the liquid extracted from infected plants. Means when the infected plant or the extract of the leaves of infected plant is sprayed on the healthy plant, then there is a the disease, or that cause of disease is because of certain kinds of microorganisms. And after that, in 1898, Dutch scientist Maritinus Bejerny suggested that the tiny particles in the juice caused the disease. The particles which are present in this infected leaf juice, which cause the tobacco mosaic disease, are named as viruses. These particles which cause the tobacco mosaic disease, first time named as a virus by Meritinus Bejernik in 1898. And this name is by using the Latin word that is virus. That Latin word virus, that means poison. Virus means poisons, and because of that in Marathi you also call it as a Vishanu. And in that vish, that means poison. Anu means very microscopic stuff. Now after 1898, in 1935, Wendell Stanley isolated crystals of tobacco mosaic virus. Since living organisms do not crystallize, Stanley inferred that viruses were not truly living. His work is on the crystallization form of the virus, and he told that viruses can be crystallized, and on that basis he inferred that viruses are also showing the non-living characters. They are not truly living organisms. They also show non-living. They are not true alive. They also show some non-living character also, because living organisms do not crystallize. But here, Vandal Tansley crystallized, which they isolate the tobacco mosaic virus in the crystallized form. That is the different character from the living organism. Then in 1908, Karl Landster and Erwin proved that poliomyelitis was caused by poliovirus. Means that poliovirus or this disease, poliomyelitis, because of virus, that virus is called as poliovirus. Then in 1981, in human T cell leukemia virus was discovered by Oreo-Hinuma. Means T cell leukemia virus was discovered by Oreo-Hinuma in 1981. There is another well-known virus or that is cause the disease, that is AIDS virus, HIO, human immunovirus, which affects the immunosystem of human beings and cause the disease that is called as AIDS disease. Then in 2002, coronavirus was confirmed as the causative agent of SARS, means that disease which affects or where there is a infection to the respiratory system of the human beings or to the lungs. That is in 2002 coronavirus. Then in 2014, outbreak of Ebola in West Africa, and in 2009 H1N1 swine flu are examples of pandemic viral diseases in human beings. Means viruses are very dangerous because they cause the disease to the human beings, which are very harmful. And these are the recent examples how the study of viruses is more important, because that Ebola disease in West Africa as well as swine flu here in India also, there are some patients and they are the death occurs because of swine flu also. Then in May 2018 in India, there was another outbreak of the virus. That virus is called as Nipah virus in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, southern parts of Karnataka. This virus was discovered in Malaysia, caused an outbreak of brain fever among pig farmers, not big farmers, pig farmers. There is a fever in brain fever because of Nipah virus in Malaysia, and that Nipah virus was transmitted from fruit bats and consumption of infected fruits by bats caused epidemic. Yes, that disease, Nipah disease is called as epidemic because it is in at a particular time and in particular community. In May 2018, there are about at least 18 people were died due to this high fever because of Nipah virus. And most recently, another dangerous virus which is coming through in world, that is called as COVID-19 coronavirus disease, which we all face from last I think 1 year or so. The COVID-19 coronavirus disease caused by a newly discovered coronavirus. It is called as newly discovered coronavirus. The first human cases of COVID-19, the disease caused by the novel coronavirus, That virus is called as novel coronavirus causing COVID-19, subsequently named SARS-CoV-2, were first reported by officials in Wuhan city, China. First report of this coronavirus in Wuhan city of China in December 2019, and therefore it is called as COVID-19. India, on 13 January 2020, there is a first case of COVID-19 which occurs in Thrissur, Kerala. Now, this is all about how there is a history of viruses, how the virus is discovered, how viruses are known to the human beings. Now, what are the characters of viruses? That is the first part. After discovering of viruses in this unit, there is another part that is a general characters of viruses. How viruses are characterized, or what types of characters we can observe in viruses. Number one, viruses are non-cellular self-replicating agents. They are non-cellular. There is no definite cell structure, and they are self-replicating agents. Their multi-copies are formed by their by their self process that is called as self-replication. Then they are ultra microscopic, smaller than bacteria. Their size is very small than bacteria also. Means they cannot filter by the bacterial filters also. They are very microscopic size. They are very small size, and their size is uh, very less as compared to bacteria also. Then these viruses are called as connecting link between a living and non-living. Means they shows living characteristics as well as non-living characteristics, and therefore they are called as connecting link, a link between living organism and non-living things. In the viruses are ability to reproduce only in the living host cells, and the ability to mutate. Viruses reproduce only in the other host. It may be plant, it may be animal, it may be bacteria, it may be some algae, and accordingly, when they infect bacteria, they are called as bacteriophages. When they infect algae, say, suppose for blue-green algae, then they are called as cyanophage. When they infect actinomycetes, then they are called as actinophage. And on the basis of that, they've grown on other host. Their growth is not takes place outside the host. Hence, they are called as parasite, and in parasite they are called as obligate parasite. They always require host, and hence viruses are called as obligate parasite. Then the which is the non-living characteristic of viruses? Means viruses shows non-living characteristics. That means there is absence of cellular machinery, there is absence of cytoplasm, and there is also absence of cellular organisms. These are the characteristics of the living organisms. The such types of machinery is absent in the viruses. Then viruses cannot carry out metabolism of their own, so replicate using the host cell's metabolic machinery. They use the host cell metabolic machinery, and by using that they produces their multi copies. And because of this property, they are very dangerous when they are infected to the host. That means maybe human beings or the plants and causing the disease. And the characteristics that is about types, viruses are different types. They may be cubical, they may be helical, they may be complex. These characters we can observe in the next lecture. Then another characters, that is viruses cause diseases in animal, plants and microorganisms. Then they are transmitted easily from one to other organisms. Viruses can be easily transferred from one to other organisms, and because of that, here also, an organism to organism also. Because of that, now today also we have not control or there is no control on the that coronavirus. So they are easily transferred from one to other organisms, and their spread is very easy. They're made up of protein and one type of nucleic acid. What is the composition of viruses? The viruses are formed of protein, and there is nucleic acid. It may be DNA or RNA. Only one compound, DNA or RNA, and accordingly they are called as DNA virus or RNA virus. Viruses, there is presence of protein as well as nucleic acid, and nucleic acid is of only one type. Means in some virus there is presence of DNA, in some there is presence of RNA. Now these nucleic acids may be single or double stranded, and they are acellular, that is characters we already see that about the viruses, and then they cannot grow on artificial culture medium. Viruses can't grow on the artificial culture medium. They can be cultivated in a living cell culture medium. Means only now the living cell culture medium viruses can be grown in laboratory. Then antibiotics cannot destroy viruses. There are no antibiotic. There is no antibiotics which destroy the viruses. But many viral diseases can be controlled by using antiviral drugs. For example, in different types of vaccines, antiviral drugs can be used to control the disease which is caused by the viruses. Then sometimes our many of the viruses can be inactivated. Their activity is stopped. It may be inhibited by using ultraviolet rays, by using some kinds of pyridine, urea, and hydrogen peroxide. Such types of chemicals can inactivate the activity of viruses, and sometimes decrease the loss because of virus. Means they are inactivated by using ultraviolet rays, pyridine, urea, and hydrogen peroxide. They show the response towards temperature, radiation, and chemical substances. The viruses shows certain kinds of responses for temperature, radiation, and chemical substances. Dear students, this is all about the first part of our topic, that is viruses, and in that discovery and general characters of viruses. Thank you very much. Thank you.